Edge.
Edge is a full-featured supply chain management system that handles all the major elements in a supply chain, from production to inventory, location, transportation, procurement, and actual sales to customers. It also handles the major accounting needs of an organization and their staff payroll needs. Edge is a suite of applications divided into 3 parts. The first is Centra, which contains the inventory, sales, and delivery module. Diaphan is the second, and it contains the accounting and assets management module. The third is Thrust, which contains the staff remuneration and assessment module. We'll now take each one in turn to discuss their capabilities.
Centra. Setting up Centra. The details of the company is first supplied. Because Edge is a multi-branch application, the unit of operation in Centra is the branch. Branches must be created before any process is done. Also, because all the components of Edge are interconnected, branches in Centra must be appropriately set up so that all the processes that have accounting implications can be automatically done by the accounting module. Therefore, certain account-specific parameters must be set for each branch. Other settings like currency conversion rate, units, unit conversion rate, stock type, lists of manufacturers, suppliers, and customers must also be provided. Stock items. Stock items in Centra are divided into 2: items in the store and items on the shelf. The idea behind this is to be able to monitor how stock items move from the store where they are kept to the shelf where they are sold. Stock items are also categorized on 2 levels: the main group level and the subgroup level. Also, locations of items either in the store or on the shelf can be specified, and for items on the shelf, their selling prices can be specified based on the different units of sales for a particular item and the different currencies of sale. Assembly. Centra also allows grouping of items into what is called an assembly. This means that stock items from different groups and/or subgroups can be made into a single assembly. The items can then be treated as a single unit and they can be sold as such. Purchase. In Centra, items can be procured through the direct ordering process, in which order would be raised for items to a particular supplier or suppliers, or through the sale or return process, in which items procured from a particular supplier could either be sold or returned to the particular supplier. When the order is raised, it goes through the confirmation process, which suggests the process of confirming that the supplier would supply the item at the specified rate and quantity. Ordered items can also be back ordered at this stage. After the confirmation stage, the order can then be shipped, in which case any extra cost incurred in shipping order can be accounted for. Order can then be received and the stock items replenished. Requisition. Selling the items from Centra starts with the process of requisition. This is the process of moving items from the store to the shelf. When requisition is raised, it goes through the approval process, after which the item is moved from store to shelf. Item can then be sold. process can also be used by any one branch to request items from another branch within the company. The destination branch, if it can't meet the requirement, can convert the excess into an order and take it through the whole ordering process. New requisitions can also be made out of old ones, and requisitions that have been received can be made directly into sale. Sales. In Centra, sales can be made to registered customers who are entitled to credit facilities or to random customers who are unregistered. For registered customers, sales can be made directly through the pro forma process. To raise pro forma invoice for a registered customer, the item to be sold will be picked and the customer specified. There is provision for specific currency of operation and price fixing. After this, the pro forma invoice is raised. The pro forma then goes through the process of confirmation before being sold. The items on the pro forma invoice can be edited before confirmation is done. Direct sale, either to registered or unregistered customers, involves selection of items in the required quantity, specifying currency and price, and making the sale. Items can also be sold to customer on sale or return basis, in which the customer can return some of the items after a while. There is also provision for return of items already sold. Patronage. Centra can also be used to sell services. To do this, the list of services and their corresponding rates would have been specified. The process of patronage involves picking the service, picking the customer in the case of a registered customer, and making the sale. Delivery. Deliveries of items, both items coming in, orders, or items going out, sales, can be achieved. Haulage units, which refer to vehicles being used for delivery, would have been registered with their capacities. Delivery personnel, that is, people who will be in charge of delivery, also will be registered. So deliveries can be scheduled, and status of deliveries can also be checked, and before delivery vans and personnel can be attached to new deliveries, their availability status can be checked. Stock taking. Centra automates the stock taking process by making provisions for saving a stock taking exercise. Stock taking can be based on the main group or subgroup an item belongs to, and it also allows for stock reconciliation after the whole stock taking exercise.
Thrust. Setup. Setting up thrust involves creating departments that the member of staff will belong to. After this, salary scales can be created on a company-wide basis. For each salary scale, grade levels and their corresponding steps must also be specified. Other details that must be provided as part of setup include list of allowances and deductions, different types of leaves possible, list of bank staff members used, list of PFAs, different locations of the company's branches and departments, among others. Thrust also requires what it calls the employee status policy. This allows companies to specify the different payment policies for the various status an employee can assume within the course of his or her employment. For example, for newly employed members of staff, the company might place them on probation. This means the status of the staff at that particular time is probation. The policy of the company might also stipulate that for staff on probation, a percentage of their actual remuneration will be paid for the duration of their probation. Thrust provides an intuitive way for all of this information to be captured and to be accurately and efficiently applied when the remuneration of any member of staff is being calculated. Staff details. Thrust provides an elaborate and easy-to-use staff details capturing module. All the possible details of any member of staff is captured, from staff's biodata, qualifications, work experience, next of kin, family members, medical records of both staff and family members, and company properties in custody of any member of staff. Operations. Payment. The most important functionality in any payroll system is the payment module. Thrust presents the functionality in an easy-to-use manner. Record of the payment is first made with the target salary scale specified. Thrust then allows what it called payment structure to be specified. Payment structure allows the company to specify how salaries would be paid at a particular point in time, because Thrust allows monthly salaries to be paid in part. So, for all salary scales, grade levels and steps, percentages of basic salaries and other allowances and deductions to be paid will be specified. It is this structure that will guide how monies are paid to individual members of staff. To make this process easy, Thrust automatically creates a standard payment structure which assumes 100% payment of all allowances and deduction for all levels. This structure can then be altered for cases where the company favors a different payment plan. After all this, payment of salaries is just at a click of a button. Nominal rolls, payment slips, and other appropriate reports are generated as a side effect of the payment. Staff promotion. Members of staff can be promoted from one level to the other. If arrears are attached to the promotion, it will be automatically calculated and paid to the promoted staff. Transfer. Members of staff can be transferred from one location to the other and also from one branch to another. Leave processing. In Thrust, member of staff can apply for any type of leave. The actual duration of the leave is automatically calculated. After this, the leave application goes through the approval process. After the application is either granted or denied. Even after the leave is granted, it could still be brought over or suspended. If there is any allowance attached to the leave, this is also taken care of. Memo query process. Internal memo can be raised and sent to any member of staff. Members of staff can also respond to such memos and it could be further processed.
Diaphan. Setup. To set up Diaphan, a chart of account must be created. The chart specifies the overall structure of the accounting system. It determines the books to keep, the site the books belong to, and every other detail necessary to keep a transparent accounting system. Details of assets of the company should also be specified with the appropriate method of depreciation. Currencies and currency conversion rates can also be specified. These currencies and conversion rates are the same with the ones specified through Centra. After setup, posting transaction in Diaphan is as easy as it gets. Vouchers are raised based on the voucher types specified as templates. For example, there will be at least 3 voucher templates. One for cash vouchers, another for check transactions, and another one for journals, which are used for account reconciliation. Other templates could also be specified. To raise vouchers, the accounts to be credited and debited must be specified. After the vouchers are raised, they go through the approval process. It is this process that eventually posts the transaction. The transaction records can be seen on an account-by-account basis. Depreciation for assets can be performed as at when due on an asset-to-asset basis, but these details are not automatically posted. Lump postings can then be done for the depreciation. Reporting. Because of the importance of reports to any financial system, different types of reports can be called up for business decision purpose. Profit and loss report, trial balance, balance sheet, general ledger, and other critical reports can easily be generated from the application.
Enterprise tools. Edge has a set of tools common to all the modules that delivers a lot of flexibility to the users. The tools are as follows: user management and security. This tool allows for roles to be created with their corresponding legitimate operation and users to be attached to each role. This will effectively control which category of users can do what as far as operations in Edge are concerned. It also allows for creation of username and passwords, with which individual users can gain access to the system. This system enforces individual responsibility for any operation performed. Report designer. All the reports that ship with Edge were designed by the report designer. This report designer allows the users of Edge to design any reports they might need. It also allows them design new reports based on old ones, whether designed by them or the ones that shipped with the application. They can also modify reports designed by them. Query designer. Because each module of Edge will deal with an increasing amount of data, Query designer allows everyday user-specified parameters that will determine the data they use. These preferences can be saved to be reused as many times as possible. The preferences can also be modified and subsequently reused. Data collector. Data collectors allow users of Edge to add unlimited data elements to existing entities within any Edge module. For example, stock in Centra can be extended to include last quantity bought. Stock entity in Thrust can be extended to include favorite color, and in Thrust, accounts can be extended to include account holder's signature. Data collector can also serve as a form of document manager, as it can keep several versions of documents including images. Backup and restore utility. These tools allows intuitive and easy to use backup and restore of data to any device including tape drive. This is to guide against data loss in case of fatal system failure. Data migration and export tool. This allows easy migration of legacy data into Edge. Data in Edge can also be exported into Microsoft Word, Excel, and comma separated value files. This is to facilitate exchange of data with other applications. Data aggregator. This allows data to be grouped by any parameter and seen. This can aid analysis of data for decision making. Application settings. This tool allows reconfiguration of interface elements. Captions and text can be changed to reflect more relevant information. Reminders. In Edge, reminders can be attached to activities so as to facilitate prompt responses to them.
For more information, contact Executive Technologies, number 2, Arigidi Close, Bodija, Ibadan. Telephone 080-2397-0205 or 080-6678-3130. You can also visit our website at www.executivetechnologies.com.